dealing with a force that cannot be stopped. All competition left in the dust. By the time we're done, you're gonna notice us. And you can be sure that you get more than you bargained for. And we'll win this war, 'cause we've got something worth fighting for. And now we're done. What we're one and it's on to the next one. PWA, bring everyone flesh, come on. And now we're done. And now we're
done. 16 competitors. 2 brackets. Only one will stand victorious. This is the PWA Premiership.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PWA Premiership. My name is Andrew Rose. Great to have you all with us. My co-host, Chris Gale. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Oh,
It's the midway through this PWA Premiership, Rose, and for these wrestlers, the words commitment, preparation, tenacity come to mind. All these qualities will be critical. I'd like to say resilience is important, but I hate using that word.
let's take a look at Block B's scores as they stand heading into tonight's matches. Jessica Troy and Full Force Matt Rogers sitting at the top on 5 points. Just behind them, Big Fudge and Lyrebird Luchi both on 4. Matty Wahlberg sitting on 3 points. Jimmy Townsend on 2. Jack J. Bonza on 1. And Jude the Dude London still yet to score. Let's head down the ring now for our first match.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Chris, what a matchup to start us off for tonight's episode of the Premiership. Jack J. Bonza is going to go one-on-one with the brick wall that is Matt Rogers.
Let's face it, Rose, Rogers is looking daisy fresh right now. He's had very, very brief encounters with Lyrebird Luchi, and dare I say the streak was ended Big Fudge. He was one count away from beating Wahlberg, but I think he's daisy fresh.
From New South Wales, representing Speed Force, this is Full Force Matt Rogers.
Like you said, Chris, Matt Rogers having a very impressive premiership so far and hasn't really expelled that much energy compared to some of the other competitors. Some blowouts so far in his run.
And his opponent.
Chris, here comes a man who I expected to be on way more points by this part of the premiership, and he must be unhappy about the results so far. You can see it on his face, Chris.
We thought it was going to be a kinder, gentler Jack Bonza, Rose, but when the best you've got to show for yourself is an honourable draw against Jess Troy, but losses against Jimmy Townsend and Big Fudge, he is angry and he's ready to settle some scores with Full Force Matt Rogers today.
He is the commander of the Red Nation Army Corps. This is Jack J. Bonza!
The leader of the Red Nation, an iconic part of the nations, and he has had a very unfortunate run in this premiership so far, but he has a rather large task in front of him. That is Full Force Matt Rogers.
Rose, I'm no mathematician, fact, but I believe that if Bonza doesn't get the full points in this particular fixture, he is done for this premiership.
That is a very realistic proposition. Bonza must know he has to win pretty much all his matches going forward in the premiership. And as we've seen, Full Force Matt Rogers is a dream killer in this tournament so far. he can end your run very, very quickly. Look at these lockups.
He really did kill the dreams of thousands and thousands of Australians when he got rid of Big Fudge quickly, didn't he?
Please don't remind me.
Sorry.
I've been in mourning for 2 weeks now. Look at these blows by Bonza. He's almost challenging Rogers to return it, and there he does. Return the favour. Look at these blows.
Look at referee Nick there, disposing of Rogers' headgear, making sure the ring is a safe environment for all competitors, Rose. I love the work of Big Dick Nick.
Great to see Nick in the green and black. As Bonza sends Rogers to the ropes. Wow.
Oh.
That clothesline was almost absorbed by Rogers. Look at this. Look out. The leg drop. Oh, Rogers is in control. This is big trouble, the pin. 2 and a kick out by Bonza. We've seen Rogers put people away in this premiership. With moves like that leg drop, he is so scary, Chris. Wow! This collision between these two men here, these clotheslines.
He goes by the moniker Full Force Rogers, but he is a juggernaut right now, Matt Rogers. And
wow!
The other contenders in the premiership will be seriously questioning their chances.
He's a pin, Chris.
If he mows through Bonza, he's looking in good shape to do that.
Rogers with the shoulder block off the second turnbuckle there. Another very close 2 count. Bonza is once again in trouble in this premiership, but he's chopped down one of the legs there of Rogers.
Bonza putting Rogers into the single leg Boston Crab there, but Rogers has grabbed the rope, and we all know what that means, Rose. You've got to break the hold in 5.
Oh, he almost a 5 count there by referee Nick.
You think you're so big? No one can stop you.
Bonza asked of Rogers there, you think you're so big no one can stop you? And I think a lot of people are saying yes.
He's trying to pick him up here, but Rogers has the strength. And Bonza once again in a troubling position here as Matt Rogers' strength is just overpowering Bonza so far in this match. Another clothesline into the corner. Goes back up to the second turnbuckle. For a man his size, he's very comfortable up there. Oh, a huge clothesline as Bonza picks the shoulder charge. Here's a pin! And kicks out at 2 by Rogers. Bonza almost learning from his past experience there, Chris. Getting the advantage on Matt Rogers and almost a pin.
What a rip-roaring start to round 4 of Block B, Rose. I mean, this is the first fixture of the evening. What have we got in store for us? This is going to be incredible, I think.
It's a huge lineup. Both these blocks are just littered with some of the best talent this country has to offer. And right now, Bonza is unloading on Rogers. These 2 men have to deal out so much damage to each other to get the advantage. Again, Bonza hitting him in the corner. Bonza, you can see this frustration of this tournament was coming out of Bonza, but the boot by Rogers. Another boot by Rogers. He's back in control. Chris, this could end here. He's going for the pump handle, trying to pick up Bonza. Bonza coming around the back. Huge suplex by Bonza.
I tell you what's catching my attention here, Rose, the pace at which Matt Rogers is working. He's really worked out this 10-minute format. He's sort of slow it down, grind it out. It got him trapped against Wahlberg.
Wow, a second German by Bonza.
And he's somewhat working in foreign territory for him, I think, working at this pace.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him have these real quick matches, Rogers. He did have that time limit draw with Wahlberg, but his cardio is definitely being tested here by Bonza. Bonza again trying to pick up Rogers for the powerbomb. And here's the pin. That could be it. Ooh. 2 count by referee Nick there. Rogers stays alive.
Both men sucking in the big ones right now. They've really gone into anaerobic debt very early as we're about to hit the 5-minute mark, Roach, which means what?
It's the wrestler merch 5-minute warning, Chris. It's one of our favourite moments of the match.
I can't believe it's already been 5 minutes. Look at the speed of the execution of both men in all their technique and desire.
Time flies by in these premiership matches, and we're already halfway through our time limit here as Bonza is in control here. He's got Matt Rogers up in a very precarious position. Is he looking for a superplex here? Rogers able to force him off. Get a bit of space between the two. But Bonza comes straight back with a forearm. He wants to do some damage from up top here. Again, he's trying to lock in this superplex. This could break the whole ring, Chris, if he hits this. Look out! Oh, my God!
Oh, boy.
That's got to be it, Bonza. And that's the win for Jack J. Bonza with the superplex.
I'm stunned.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Jack J. Bonza!
The juggernaut's off the rails, Rose. I can't believe it. Bonza is back, and I think he's still a mathematical possibility in this PWA Premiership.
Absolutely, he knew it, and what a huge 2 points for Bonza here. Cutting down the tree that is Matt Rogers with a massive superplex. He's got to be happy with that.
My sense, the anger in Bonza is to a large measure that he's been reading the reviews that he looks like you with that beard. So that really motivated him today.
I think he looks very handsome, personally.
Yeah, and Matt Rogers is bewildered, perplexed, and a little confused, I think.
First loss for him in the tournament. Let's hear what Bonza has to say.
You know, so far in this tournament, the PWA Premiership, I've tried to be nice. I've been told I have problems with my anger. So the first round, I got a match against Jessica Troy, my tag team partner, my friend. So not a lot of strikes, went nice and clean. Got a nice time limit draw. I wrestled Fudge, an ardent, older generation supporter. Hates the Gen Now guys. Tried to be nice. Didn't want to hurt him too much. He ended up getting a fluke victory. Then the Gen Now prefect beats me with a schoolboy because I chose to punish him instead of just winning the match. So Rogers decides to call me out. I think you forgetting who I am. I'm the 2-time PWA Tag Team Champion. I'm the 3-time Newcastle Pro Heavyweight Champion. I've won more tournaments than half these kids have had years in wrestling. Matt Rogers, you want to call me out? Anybody else in this tournament wants to call me out? Watch what the just happened.
Whoa. Chris Gale, Jack J. Bonza with some serious words there.
I love how he does our work, Rose. I was going to do a recap of his tournament so far. Don't have to.
Don't have to, man. Jack J. Bonza is back on the roll, and he is angry about the outcome so far. But coming up later tonight on the Premiership, Jude London will face off against Jimmy Townsend. A huge match coming up later. So look at that, training with your dog.
I think he's animated Santa's little helper there. What's going on?
It's fantastic. But coming up now, Jessica Troy, your PWA
The following
champion.
contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Here comes Jessica Troy to face off against Big Fudge, your PWA champion. What a fantastic tournament she's had so far, Chris Gale.
Representing the Purple Nation, she is the PWWA champion, the arm collector, Jessica Troy.
She's been outstanding, Rose, and I mean, I'm concerned we've got two competitors going in starkly different directions. She opened up with a draw with Bonza, but since then,
and her opponent,
she's taken down Jude the Dude and, dare I say it, Matty Wahlberg.
Oh, referee Nick getting a little handshake there. That's quite nice.
That's not a human arm, right?
I hope not. Here comes my boy, Chris. Oh, I'm so sad.
Hello. Nice to be here. Great to be back.
He seems happy,
Looking
though.
forward to winning some more. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, he's still in contention, Rose. He's on 4 points in Block B.
How's it going? Wow, I'm going to win another match. Not like that last match I had. Ooh, that didn't go so well.
Oh, no.
From the Chocolate Factory, he weighs allegedly 275 kilos. This is Big Fudge!
Great to hear ring announcer Nick, excuse me, announcing Big Fudge. He looks optimistic, Chris. It's been such a tumultuous 2 weeks for Fudge. The streak, how do you deal with a streak ending like that, Chris?
Yeah, I think we each deal with it in our own way, Rose. I, of course, sought some counselling, which I would recommend to anyone if they're struggling with the loss of the streak. It was really a cataclysmic event and obviously headed all the major news bulletins.
Imagine coming to from being knocked out and there's streamers all over you.
Let's have a good,
I thought the confetti cannon was a nice touch.
sportsmanship, you know?
Ooh, I like this by Fudge.
Yes.
Good clean
That's
match.
what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Good luck, kid.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's given the arm to Jess. He's gone for a good clean match. Oh, he's panicking. He's panicking, Chris. That's the sound I make when I wake up in the middle of the night. Jeez, that was terrifying.
I thought someone was strangling a bandicoot out the back or something. Or maybe that's Jude the dude's new dog. This hasn't been fed.
Well, but Fudge went for the good sportsmanship here. He's trying to get on the right foot after the streak dies, and Jessica sees an arm. She takes an arm. He should know this by now. What is he doing? He's got her finger. The finger lock of doom. Oh, my goodness. Will she tap? That could really hurt your cuticles, Chris.
That's right.
As Jessica Troy takes control back of Fudge in the arm. Is he going to tap? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh, goodness. That is so close, Chris. We could have a result right here. Referee Nick's right there to call the action.
So many fans like the big flashy moves in wrestling,
the
Rose.
break.
But this is a technical masterclass from both wrestlers, showing how precise technical wrestling can generate huge results.
Jessica Troy just breaking that before the 5 count here. Not much sportsmanship.
No, I mean, did Fudge not read the scouting report that Jess Troy is particularly interested in the limbs called arms?
I think he was too busy eating cake. There's a lot of cake in his world right
I tell you
now.
what, that 4-on-1 cake was pretty tasteless though.
Yeah, I ate the one. Oh, look at this, back and forth. The front face lock by Fudge here as he takes back control of Jessica Troy. You underestimate Fudge's technical ability sometimes. And there we go, Troy with the arm again.
I tell you, looking at the stat sheet, I also underestimate how big Fudge actually is.
Ooh, another great reversal by Fudge. They're all allegedly stats, apparently, Chris. Allegedly. This is a great back and forth so far. And like you said, Chris, even though the dream died last round for Fudge with the streak ending, he is still on 4 points. That's illegal. Look at this by Jessica Troy. She has Fudge all wrapped up. A Fudge packet.
What rule is that? Is you can't grab the candy bar on the Lucha mask? I haven't read that.
It's section C, page 27.
Nick knows it, of course.
Yes, of course. Referee Nick's all over that. Headlock here by Fudge as he takes back control. Jessica Troy on 5 points, had a fantastic premiership so far.
I'll give it to Fudge. His confidence hasn't been dented by the way he was disposed of by Matt Rogers. He's in the mix right here.
I'm worried.
Yeah,
we saw it.
It was a shoulder block. I saw it.
We saw it. Oh, no. Whoops. Oh, and he's down. And he's down. And Jessica Troy is back in control of Fudge's legs.
Troy showing a versatility here by going to work on the ankle.
And I tell you what, here's a break. A very good break by Fudge there. Good. Oh, my God, please. I think it's the words. Oh, no. Jessica Troy is having a field day with Fudge's limbs here. The step on the left ankle there.
It's great to see Troy extending a range here, Rose.
It's Jessica Troy's own version of the toe hold here. As Fudge once again. This is beautiful back and forth stuff here in this match. Oh, and Fudge returns the favor on Jessica Troy. You're right, he is confident. I reckon if you asked him, Chris, he probably wouldn't know that the streak's broken, right? He's probably still in the dream world.
I think Big Fudge's secret to still being in professional wrestling is he has no recall of any of his previous results.
He's the goldfish of professional wrestling. Look at this by Fudge. Oh.
This is the end for you, Jessica Troy.
Oh, no. He's pendulum. He's doing the pendulum into the corner. This is I shouldn't be laughing. This is very serious. Some serious injury could happen there.
He wasn't getting too much momentum in that particular pendulum.
No, but it was very insulting, wasn't it?
That clock wouldn't be keeping good time, I don't think. Oh, bop. The babushka.
The babushka.
It's known as a bop on the head.
Yes, a bop on the head. I think the babushka is legal. as Fudge is in control here.
I'm a big Kate Bush fan, by the way, but anyway, let's get on with the match.
Who isn't? Big Fudge once again in the middle of the ring. Jessica Troy blocking the suplex there, blows to the midsection as we hit the 5-minute wrestler merch warning. We're halfway through this match, and Jessica Troy is starting to wear down Fudge's left arm. Fudge looks terrified every time she grabs a limb. Oh my goodness! Fudge, I think Fudge's reach just increased. Oh, allegedly.
Rose, this match is so engrossing we missed the wrestler merch 5-minute warning.
I didn't.
Did I?
I didn't.
Well, I wasn't listening to you because I never listen to you. I'm sorry.
Deep in the match, clearly.
I'm absorbed. I'm transfixed by this wrestling fixture.
Oh no, the stomp right on the back of Fudge's elbow there. Like we said, wrestling Jessica Troy in this premiership could do permanent damage to you.
The carrot here, of course, is Troy can go top of the block, Rose.
She could.
Goes to 7 points with a win here.
Well, there's the Fujiwara armbar. She reversed it. But Fudge quickly to his feet. Very smart by Fudge. We said that we doubted his scouting at the beginning of the match, but he clearly knows that Fujiwara has a reputation that precedes Jessica Troy.
I think it's fair to say his 2020 success has definitely improved Fudge as a wrestler, Rose.
Absolutely.
He's not aware that he's been winning those matches, but
And
here he goes.
Here he comes for the sugar rush. We know this from Fudge, but Jessica Troy moves.
Beautiful counter.
And here come the elbows from Troy. This is back and forth. I'm amazed at the competitiveness in this match. I'm so impressed. And there's the Meteora by Troy as she's got Fudge in big trouble in the corner and the boot as well.
Trademark Troy.
And here comes the pin and a valiant kick out by Fudge there, staying alive. He doesn't want to go 4-2 for 2020.
We're getting deep into this match, Rose. Only 3 minutes approximately left. And I'm not sure Jess Troy expected to still be in this match.
You're right, the time has flown in this match and it shows you how good it's been. I hope everyone on Twitter uses the hashtag PWA Premiership and gives these two props. Especially Big Fudge, able to keep up technically with someone like Jessica Troy. Really showing how talented Fudge really is. And right now, Troy is just working that left arm. Oh, look at this by Fudge, quickly underneath. Oh, he's caught her. Look at this technical prowess. I can't even keep up. Oh, over the top, frog leap, underneath. It's like an NSYNC down the butt punch.
Nails it. Great movement by them as a duo. There could be a future in Dancing with the Stars for this couple if they keep this up.
And the boot return favor by Jessica Troy. What a sequence there. But Big Fudge used the butt punch and it wasn't enough. Jessica Troy still on the offense. And then here's a pin, reverse into another pin, a series of ones as referee Nick is trying to keep up with the pins. One. Make it stop. One. Oh, I can't take this stress. I need to lie down, Chris. One. Oh my God. Here's another pin. Oh, and look at the strength by Big Fudge.
I think referee Nick's worn through the glove there. We can see flesh.
And she's trying to lock in that armbar, the Fujiwara.
Oh, big elbow there from Big Fudge.
Massive blow has stopped Troy's momentum. This is a cracker. We're only a minute and a half left. Oh, into the armbar. There it is. Jessica Troy has the Fujiwara and Fudge taps.
The winner of this match as a result of a submission, the arm collector, Jessica Troy.
Chris, what a matchup here between these two competitors. I am thoroughly impressed. We almost went the full time limit. A valiant fight by Big Fudge, but Jessica Troy getting the submission and the 2 points.
We have your Block B leader, Jessica Troy, leaving the ring there, Rose. A little look back there, I think, which was a look of respect to Big Fudge, who's bounced back from his match with Matt Rogers, and I think we all just held our breath there because we were wondering whether the streamers were going to make another appearance, and thankfully I think they're not going to.
4-2, Chris. Big Fudge is 4-2 for 2020, still sitting on 4 points. It's sad to see Fudge back on the losing end, but let's hear from your 2-point winner, Jessica Troy.
Thank you, Big Fudge. Thank you. That's the reason I'm here. Not for these time limit draws, sneaky pins. I want to collect every arm I possibly can. So thank you for your addition to my collection.
Unsettling. Another 2 points for Jessica Troy in the Premiership. Coming up tonight, our main event will be Luchi facing off against Matty Wahlberg. A huge main event for this week's episode of the Premiership. But before we have that, let's hear from Big Fudge.
Ah, man. I can't believe I lost. Again. That's all right. You know what? Big Fudge has a can-do attitude. And you know what? That loss doesn't matter. My last loss doesn't matter because I'm going to win my next match and win after that. And I'm going to win after that. And I'm going to keep on winning. I'm going to win the rest of this tournament. I'm going to get my winning streak back because that's what Big Fudge does. That's what Big Fudge works for. I've had a taste of victory now, and I like it. It tastes sweet, like a Nutella milkshake, and I like Nutella milkshakes. I'm desperate. I'm desperate to get another taste of victory and another taste of Nutella milkshakes. I'm really thirsty now. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Chris, you ever had a Nutella milkshake?
Not in this lifetime, and I wouldn't
The
recommend it.
following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Wow, Nick Ray looking handsome there in the suit as our announcer. I'm going to have a Nutella milkshake later on tonight, but Jude London will face off against Jimmy Townsend in our next matchup in round 4.
Another round.
Jimmy
Making
Townsend.
his way to the ring from Snots College, he is the prefect, Jimmy Townsend.
Chris, Jimmy Townsend riding high, sitting on 2 points, finally getting a victory and back into this tournament. It's great to see him in good spirits.
I don't know what table you're looking at, Rose, but 2 points is not riding high.
And
But he's the last up
opponent.
winner against Jack Bonza.
You're right, it's not a lot of points, but he got those 2 points against Jack J. Bonza, which is something he probably won't forget for the rest of his life. And here comes Jude, the Dude London.
Well, Santa's little helper has gone back to being an inanimate object.
Is it a real dog,
I'm
or is
so
it not a
confused.
real dog? I can't keep up. Maybe it just has camera
From
fright.
the groovy skies above, he is one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, representing Speed Force, the groovy gladiator, Jude, the Dude London!
Chris, you see the Generation Now shirt around his waist. We talked about it so much in this Premiership, but something I cannot stress enough and cannot repeat enough in this Premiership tournament is this is one half of your PWA Tag Team Champions. You see Kai Drake carrying those belts around. They are not his, they are not Spencer's. They are London's and De Silva's, and they are still our PWA Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, Jude the Dude's still looking for his first win, and it's a lot on his mind. You've pointed out the missing belts, the Generation Now.
Yes.
The mental, I don't know, torture is the right word that was applied by Lyrebird Luchi about the prominence of Paris De Silva.
I still can't believe what Luchi did to London there, and trying to use his tag team partner, his championship tag team partner, against him in the match was a pretty low move, I say.
You might say it was low, but it was extremely successful as
It was.
Luchi got the win. By the way, looks like Big Fudge is aware of his previous performances. I'm maybe not giving him enough credit. I mean, he really is evolving.
As Jimmy Townsend, like I said, riding high off the 2-point win against Bonza. But Jude London, I've said this before in the play-by-plays, that he deserves way more points already in this Premiership, Jude London. He's had some excellent matches, some excellent performances. Just haven't been able to pull away those points at the end of the day. And you can see Jimmy Townsend using some of these schoolboy tactics already. Saw a classic schoolyard burn there earlier. Look at this. Look at this technical ability by London. How does he do that? How do you do that? And like that, he has control again of Townsend's arm. He's so impressive, London, and I don't know why. It makes me so sad to see 0 points next to his name. I just feel like he deserves more in this premiership, Chris.
This is a premiership, Rose. It's not a charity.
You're right. He is a man with a lot of distractions right now.
And, you know, all power to Jude the Dude. I love him. You know that.
Yep.
But if you don't perform, you don't score.
God, you're good at tough love.
Well, that's actually describing my romantic life. But anyway, the same applies to Jude the Dude right now, who's got all he can handle with Jimmy Townsend in 2020, who's come along very much physically.
Quickly. Kick out at 2 there by Jimmy. You're right. He has come a long way in 2020. And like we just saw in that Fudge Troy match, the technical prowess of everyone in this tournament is beyond impressive. You can match anyone up with anyone in this block. Look at this by Townsend.
I'm prepared to say a number of these wrestlers are better wrestlers in round 4 than they were in round 1, Rose. That's the pathway of acceleration that this 1-to-1 war delivers you by being in this premiership. It's a huge leg up in your career.
Kick out at 1. Jimmy Townsend has a pin here. Jude now going for the pin. A kick out at 1 by Jimmy. Again, this competitiveness in this tournament. The Hurricane Rana by London. As he kicks back up, he is so quick, so fast. Oh! Got him by the nipples. A nipple throw?
He's got it all. Nipples, kicks, nipple throws.
Jude London responds as these two men. Townsend tried to...
If that's not clear evidence that Townsend should not play London's game, I don't know what is. He's got to rethink this.
So much references. You're pretty good too. There's a bit of mutual respect here. Jimmy trying to keep up with London. Oh! The moonsault, the standing moonsault by London. Townsend able to move. Sling blade by London. He is back in control here. Jimmy Townsend's in big trouble. Here's the pin. Kick out at 2 by Townsend. Staying alive in this one. Make sure you're getting involved on Twitter, hashtag PWA Premiership. Tell us how you're feeling about the night. Will London get his first points of the Premiership here tonight? He'll want to, Chris.
Many will say neither of these competitors are going to feature at the end of the Premiership, Rose.
Look at this.
But that's not affecting their will and their desire and their aptitude to this match.
Here's the pin by London under those double knees. Very creative. A kick out at 2 by Jimmy Townsend. You're right, Chris. This whole thing is a learning experience for everyone in PWA, whether you get the points or you don't. And you better believe that every competitor in this tournament will fight to the end, regardless of their point standing.
Correct. And every win is like gold, I think.
Absolutely. So almost down to the halfway point here. Exhaustion starting to set in.
Now this is more Townsend speed, Rose, getting into a sort of a bit of a strike contest.
And this is more London speed, able to flip over, take your legs out, the stomps. Oh, look out! Here's the pin. Kick out at 2 by Townsend. London can just explode so quickly with the moonsaults, the shooting stars. He just flies across the ring. And when the span of 10 seconds, he can have 3 huge blows on you and have you pinned. It's got to be exhausting. Jimmy Townsend's feeling the full brunt of that right now.
We're being blessed today, Rose. These are all high-quality matches. And
this is a classic octopus hold here as the Wrestler Merch 5-minute warning hits out. And yes, you're right, Chris. We are being blessed with a fantastic run of matches here. We've had such an interesting array of results so far. As Jimmy Townsend is in control once again, but he is hurting, Chris. Oh, major look. Still got energy for the schoolboy ways. Oh, he's got him with the shin. And the Inzaguri to the head from the hit to the shin. The schoolboy ways really do work sometimes in this environment. And Jimmy Townsend looking to get another 2 points. Whoa, spiking Jude right on the top of his head. Here comes the pin. This could be it. And a kick out just before the 3 by Jude London. We see that fighting spirit of the velocities there.
Warm applause from the security staff, Rose. They don't have to do that. They just have to do a job, but they're actually loving what they're seeing on here in the ring action.
Well, how could you be one of the blessed people in the Pro Wrestling Academy to watch this and not get excited? Oh, he's going up top here. Look at this, my Chris, this is exactly what you were talking about. Off the top into a butterfly suplex. Jimmy Townsend is evolving beautifully. And look at that, he's taken off the straps. He means business. He's gone for the schoolboy. He's gone for the schoolboy. But Jude London has grabbed the ropes. He needs to hold on. Oh no, he's let go, but he's rolled through. Into the double boots there. The drop kick has created the space. Jimmy Townsend almost getting the schoolboy there, Chris.
Both athletes really feeling it now, Rose, as we're 7 minutes deep into this particular event.
They're trying to suck in the oxygen. Only 3 minutes left. They know the time is starting to run out. They're matching each other at the moment. Another impressive showing by both. Oh! Major look.
He's gone back to the roll.
Oh, he broke it! He broke it! That's the classic break! You know the rules. That's a reverse. I know the rules, Jude.
Townsend says, make it quick.
Oh!
Well, he made it quick.
Oh, no. Excommunicado by London. He's well in control here at the top. Look out. Oh, stomp on the back of the head. Townsend could be out. Here's the pin. 3.
What a tremendous bout, Rose.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Jude the Dude London!
Jimmy Townsend showing his progress as an athlete, but I think everyone would feel, as you were alluding to at the beginning of the match, that Jude the Dude London has been overdue for a victory, and he's got some validation in this premiership. He's still anchored towards the bottom of the ladder, but he wants the 2 points. He's got the 2 points. And this might be the start of something bigger for Jude the Dude.
It makes me very happy to see him on the board with points. Finally, his hard work is paying off. Jimmy Townsend is going to have to go back to the drawing board and recount, but a great effort by both men in that match, almost going the full limit. Let's hear what Jimmy Townsend has to say.
That was so much wrestling. I lost. I should have known. If there's anyone who knows how to avoid the schoolboy, it's Jude. Him and Paris were the first two to actually somehow evade the schoolboy and survive with the championships at our 18th birthday party, but I was so close. It's okay. I threw some new things out there just to try, and I'm confident now. I'm confident I can win the rest of my matches and go on and win the PWA Premiership. Who have I got next round?
Jessica Troy.
Jess Troy. I get to be in the ring with Jess.
It's a real roller coaster inside Jimmy's head, isn't it? It goes from happiness to sadness. If we look back for our main event, Lyrebird Luchi, his past rounds, a quick loss to Matt Rogers, but the wins in the other rounds has got him to 4. As we look at Wahlberg here, a win, a draw, and a loss. That draw between Matt Rogers came so close to a loss for him, Chris.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Chris, we say it a lot, but we are truly spoiled in this PWA Premiership for some of the one-on-one matchups we get, and this is another absolute highlight of this tournament coming up here, I think, as Lyrebird Luchi will face off against Matt Rogers. What an enigma this man is, Chris. What a journey he's had in this Premiership so far.
I think what we're seeing is...
Making his way to the ring from Sydney's northern beaches, this is Lyrebird Luchi!
If there's someone in this premiership who says that part of wrestling is the mental game, Lyrebird Luchi is the poster boy for that, I think, Rose.
Absolutely. We've talked about Unsocial Jordan and his IQ in the other block. I think Luchi is...
And his opponent.
...leading the way with the mental gymnastics in this premiership block. But he's going to have to go up against someone here who has mental games up the wazoo. Matty Wahlberg knows how to get into your head.
He's obviously got into your head, Rose.
We rip that gen now.
He's not in my head. We just don't see eye to eye.
We don't reuse these, lad.
One time, chuck it out. From Summer Bay, New South Wales, representing Generation Now, he is the 21st century success story, Matty Wahlberg!
Oh, wow. And there it is, straight away, the head games. Wahlberg spitting whatever's in that cup straight into Luchi's face. The disrespect. Now, this is going to be interesting because Luchi's normally the man on the front foot in his matches, disrespecting his opponents. And just like that, Wahlberg has shown him who the real antagonist is. I'm going to try and keep quiet for as much as I can in this match because there's going to be so much smack talking between these two.
Oh, there's a bit of chat, that's for sure. Wahlberg just reminding Luchi you've got to stay hydrated there, Rose. Now, I hasten to point out that whilst Wahlberg did go down to Jessica Troy, she didn't collect my boy's arm. I hope you understand that.
No, she didn't. But can I just say something real quickly? Looking at that scoreboard right now, I think a lot of people would be surprised to see that Lyrebird Luchi has more points than Matty Wahlberg at this point in the Premiership.
Thanks for pointing that out, Rose. But I think what we really take away from that, whoever loses this is really losing touch with the leader, Jess Troy. So it's a huge match in the context of this Premiership. Speaking of Jessica Troy, I know that Jimmy Townsend's the exponent of the schoolboy, but I think he's also got a bit of a schoolboy crush based on that recent interview.
Well, he might be missing a schoolboy limb very soon.
That's right.
After that match. As Luchi's trying to get leg control here on Wahlberg. An interesting approach to try and ground someone like Wahlberg. We know he has the triangle choke. We know his MMA background. This is bold by Luchi. Really? And like that, look at that. He just takes full guard here. Luchi getting out of it. I don't think Luchi's going to win that way by trying to ground Matt Wahlberg, excuse me.
Seriously, it's Wahlberg has just completely thrown you, hasn't it?
Too many mats.
Yeah.
And like that, Luchi, he likes to get this space. If he's not got control of the match, Chris, Lyrebird Luchi will absolutely slow it down. He doesn't care about the 10-minute limit.
Yeah, Luchi sees the entire arena as his playground, Rose, and he uses getting out of the ring as an enormous tactic because it frustrates competitors who want to get amongst it and get it on.
Yeah, I absolutely hands down think Luchi is justifiably the wild card in this entire Premiership. He is just so hard to pin down from the first round being absolutely murdered by Matt Rogers to coming back and creative victories in his other rounds.
No crime in that, but I mean, he exploited weaknesses. Ooh. He exploited London's feelings about De Silva. He exploited Townsend's protective feelings for Cherry Stevens. I see no chink in the armour that is Matt Wahlberg.
Well, we've already seen some chinks in Wahlberg's armour in this Premiership. That's why he's on less points, Chris. But he has the arm at the moment as Luchi's trying to separate himself from this wrist lock that Wahlberg is wrenching down on. Oh, nice. Nice reversal there from Luchi. And here's a pin. Kick out at 2 by Wahlberg as both men face off. Couple minutes into this. This is going to take something special for 2 points here from these two men. As they just try and, this is the feeling out process here by these two men. They're trying to, and here we go. This is what we know from Wahlberg. Taking it back to the ground. I think Luchi is in a way worse position this time. As he's trying to get that arm, he's going for that triangle choke. But you see every time he takes that back, Luchi panics and hits him with the back fist there. And it stunned Wahlberg. And once again, Luchi goes back to his pace, but he was goading him, Chris. Your boy was pretending.
A trademark ironbark back fist from Luchi there, Rose. But Wahlberg, unaffected, untroubled, and unimpressed by Luchi's work there.
Wahlberg looking a bit jacked as well. He's been doing his work in lockdown. He's a big boy.
Oh, he's a specimen.
There's the swagger.
There, he's giving it to Luchi now.
Oh, trademark Wahlberg. The disrespect.
What does he call that, the shoe shine?
Squirrel grip, I call it. Here comes Wahlberg, flies to the outside, hits him with the splash and able to make his way to the outside. We've seen this from Wahlberg before!
Luchi goes back outside the ropes, Rose, where he's most comfortable. I tell you what, if they had a competition of who win outside the ropes, Luchi would be on top of the table, I think.
I'd like to know how much time he spent outside the ring. And here he's trying to get a chair in between him and Wahlberg. But as we've seen in this, into the apron there. We've seen Wahlberg shine in this dangerous outside of the ring area in the Pro Wrestling Academy so far in this premiership.
Luchi looking around for something that can help, and he's going for the... Remember this with the apron before, Rose. He untied the skirting.
Yes, this is how he got a win over Jimmy Townsend.
Wahlberg will know that this was coming.
Looks quite nice in a ring apron, though, doesn't Wahlberg? It's like a sarong.
He'd be good in a sari, I think.
Yeah.
But he just very discreetly unraveled himself and went to work on Luchi's chin.
Ooh, kicking the ropes there, Luchi, able to do some damage to the lower section of Wahlberg.
He's definitely slowed Wahlberg down here, Rose.
He's a pin. No, he's going for the blows as the 5-minute warning hits the wrestler merch. 5-minute warning as Luchi, again, trying to play Wahlberg's game, grounding him, Chris, and hitting him with blows. You almost feel like Luchi, has a bit of spite towards his opponents, right? He wants to beat them with their own game a lot of the time.
Nothing wrong with a bit of hate in wrestling, Rose.
Ooh, that stomp on the ankle.
I never really cared for you.
Let's settle this in the ring, Chris.
Please. No one would pay to see that.
Luchi is getting confident, but the block, look at these strikes from Wahlberg. He is so well trained in striking. Here's a pin. Kick out at 2 by Wahlberg. The match stays alive, but Luchi has his space, has the control, but it's impressive sometimes Wahlberg's ring awareness. He can be getting beaten down, Chris, and still able to kind of keep that distance between him and his opponent, able to push them away. That space can mean a lot when a match is as short as 10 minutes.
I agree, he is a genius.
Okay, stop. I know I shouldn't have complimented him. Luchi glares at referee Nick there. Doesn't like being... Two men who don't like being told what to do. Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Chop return with interest there.
Whoa! That was the craziest chop in the Premiership so far, for sure. Oh, my God. And here's the pin. Man. I think Luchi was lucky Wahlberg was wearing gloves there. I think if he wasn't wearing a glove, it would have gone straight through his rib cage.
Wahlberg deserving a lot of punishment here, Rose, and we go with 3 minutes to go. And as I said, the importance of the win here, neither competitor can really afford to only get a point. This needs to be resolved in the next 3 minutes.
Wow, look at that response from Wahlberg. How quickly he was able to turn that around. Oh, the Kobe. And the kick out at 2 by Luchi. Wow, that explosiveness by Wahlberg. Where does he grab that? But like we saw in his match with Matt Rogers, he went the full time limit. Wahlberg has the cardio to survive. He's got him in an electric chair, but Luchi reverses it. A blow to the back of the head, and once again, Luchi back in control. Here's the pin. A kick out at 2.
Kudos to Luchi, though. He's handling what Wahlberg is giving him right now.
Unless a competitor would have been down already by some of those blows that Wahlberg has dished out. But we're seeing this evolution of Luchi. He's become the Lyrebird, and he's become smarter than we've ever seen him, I think, and more dangerous for sure, as he's got Wahlberg caught in a submission here, right in the middle of the ring. You can see the pain on Wahlberg's face. As he's got to get to the ropes, he's trying to push Luchi off, and the rope break. And Wahlberg survives, as we're just under 2 minutes left. Wahlberg saying, "You can't beat me." Wahlberg confident that Luchi can't get it done.
Okay, Wahlberg seeking to inflame Luchi here.
As we're hitting a minute and a half left in this match, both men are absolutely exhausted. Wahlberg saying Luchi can't beat him. Wow! Wahlberg goes down, jaw-jacking, as I think he might be knocked out. He's holding the rope. How does Wahlberg kick out of that? Luchi has the ropes illegally, and Wahlberg...
And you run! Let's fucking go!
1 minute left, and Wahlberg is fired up as these men go at it.
I'm putting my seatbelt on, Rose. We've got less than 60 seconds, and the future of both these men in the Premiership is going to be decided right here, I think.
And Luchi runs, he goes to the outside.
Well, that's not very... Not what I was
Trying to
looking
get
for.
the space. I think he's panicked. Wahlberg has hit another level, and Luchi's trying to go for the time, maybe. He's trying to run the time down, and Wahlberg doesn't want another draw from the time limit.
Got him back.
Throwing Luchi back in the ring. 30 seconds left as Luchi rolls to the outside as well. This is kind of smart by Luchi. He's under the ring now.
Seriously.
He's under the ring with 26 seconds left.
That should be a DQ. I just think that should be a DQ.
Oh, that is, I hate how smart that is. I hate how smart that is. Wahlberg's waiting for movement. I think Luchi thinks he's, Luchi's outsmarted him. No, Wahlberg! Stomps him head first into the concrete on the outside.
But the clock is against him, Rose.
He's out cold.
The clock is against him.
He's out cold.
Oh, no.
Another draw for Wahlberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 10-minute time limit has expired. Therefore, this match is a draw.
Wahlberg hitting the posterizer off the apron. Luchi thought he was safe, and he has knocked out Luchi cold. And another time limit draw for your boy Wahlberg, Chris.
Unfortunately, the poster will simply have Luchi having it being posterized with the word draw under it, Rose, and a draw is not what Wahlberg is looking for. Takes him only 4 points, but he's 3 points adrift of Jess Troy with 3 rounds to go, and you can hear the disappointment in the great man's voice.
The frustration as both men walk away with 1 point. Hopefully, Luchi can regain consciousness and walk away with his body still intact, but the Lyrebird once again able to squeeze points out of the matches in this tournament for him.
He's in it up to his feathers, the Lyrebird, I tell you, Rose. He knows it too.
As we take a look back at what was a cracking main event in a hell of an episode for the Premiership. We had little time left, and Luchi realised getting out of there and trying to run the clock down to a time limit draw was his best option. Wahlberg not wanting to face it, tried to chase him and get him back in the ring, but Luchi, Chris, just too elusive.
It was heads-up wrestling from Luchi, Rose, even though at the end he ended up with his head very much down. I have to give props to him. He's on 5 points, and he's well in the mix with 3 rounds to go.
And as we saw here, Luchi tried to come out, and the posterizer absolutely sent Luchi into next week. That is a devastating posterizer off the apron.
It's gorgeously captured by the PWA camera team there, Rose. Gorgeous.
A draw is better than a loss. The temerity of Matty Wahlberg. I like him. He's got gusto. But he fails to see the individual trees in the forest. Trees have no sides because no one's on the side of the trees.
You're all smug? You're happy with 1 point, right? I used to be you. As long as I didn't lose, I didn't care. Count-outs, DQs, draws, all good. But there was a time I went home and I looked in the mirror and I hated who was looking back. And I changed myself. And what I want to know is when you go home tonight and you think about tonight and you look in the mirror, who the do you see? Think about that. Who do you see? Technically, I'm pretty much out of this tournament, right? I've got to run 3 in a row to even have a chance. I've got to worry about how everyone else finishes. But this is when you see the true superstars, yeah? When they're down 20 points at halftime and Tom Brady comes on and wins the game. When LeBron's down 3-1 in the finals and he shows up every night until he gets the win. I rep Jen now for a reason. I rep Kingsley, Osborne, Paris, Jimmy Townsend, all of them. Because this is our time. They keep saying they're giving us shit. They're not giving us nothing. We're taking it. And these next 3 matches, I'm going to take.